Thank you. Gorgeous. How are you this morning?
Cold.
Yeah, it's chilly this morning, isn't it?
It is a little bit chilly.
How are you today?
Cold. Just told you.
Oh, is that it?
Got some good suggestions from viewers from this video last night.
Yeah?
You know, we did this top 10 things we hate about the motorhome.
Oh yes, yeah.
Like the main one was the no air conditioning.
Right.
A lot of them are saying we should have it. So it's got the button.
It's got the button.
Well, that is the button.
Is it?
But the light's meant to come on and I don't think it does. So I'm going to look into that today.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to look into seeing if I can get these backwards and forwards, 'cause there might be a button, which I'm not going to go into yet. And I'd love to get this fuse changed so I can get that working again.
Yeah.
So I've got a few bits to look at today,
Oh,
thanks to
dear.
the viewers.
Oh God. Thanks, guys.
So let's follow up on some of your comments from the last video or two. Air conditioning first of all. So I didn't have air conditioning, as you know, as we told you in yesterday's video. I've been up all night and I've installed air conditioning on the van. Let me take you to the front and I'll show you what I've done. I've installed this button here. I don't know if you can see it. It took me hours. It took me absolutely hours. So I've installed that, which doesn't work unless you turn the thingy on and then press it and the light comes on. So I've installed that. It took me about 4 hours. Worth doing. We've now got air conditioning. Thank you all very, very much. Feel a bit stupid with that one, to be honest with you. I thought it was the screen demister, you see, or I thought it was an air conditioning. But on some cars, which I've had in the past, they have the button, but they don't work unless you pay optional extra when you buy the motor. So I didn't think it had it in. But it does. We've got air conditioning. We've tested it this morning and it works. So thank you all very much. Thanks to your comments. Thanks to these videos. We've got air conditioning. You know, this is one beauty about being a YouTuber. You can put anything on YouTube and get all the answers given to you. You guys are amazing. So the next thing I'm going to look at is reclining seats. Being able to move this backwards and forwards. I had a good look round for a big round thing down this side, anywhere down here. I couldn't see anything, so I just presumed it didn't work. But some people have said it might be in your actual armrest underneath here somewhere. So I'm going to take the cover off and have a look, see if there's anything there. So my first thought was it was the screwy thing under here. Now I've taken this up and there's a screwy thing. Now I've asked what this was before and somebody told me, and I forgot what it was. So I've just unscrewed that, it came out, and now my thing goes all the way down. I can't get it to stay where it should do, like that one has. So I'll have to play around with that. Gutted. So I've broke that. And then I found this here, which I don't know what this does. I thought this might do it, but nope. Still not going backwards and forward isn't the seat. Whilst I was doing that, I managed to break that as well. That snapped there, look. Honestly, I'm having a really bad morning. I really am. So it's not that. There's one of them on each side. I'll try that one as well. I'll sit on that in a minute and give that a go. But I don't know, I might have to remove a few more bits of this cover. So I've worked it out. It's these two things here. Like one of them makes, it's hard to explain, one of them seems to make the actual seat tip backwards and forwards, and the other one seems to make the thing recline and go back. Definitely works. So Mazzy's just turned up. She's not right happy with me for some reason.
No, I'm not. No, of course I'm not. What's this? What is this?
I'll get some Gorilla Glue on it on there.
Guys, will you stop telling him to do jobs?
So that bit there, Mazzy,
Yeah.
which it's come off.
Yes.
That, I remember now, that makes a seat swivel round.
You didn't just remember, I just told you.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I'm saying. But I've worked out how to do this. Now, if you look at this bit,
yeah.
two things here.
Right.
One of them makes the seat go.
Oh, wow.
It like makes it tip backwards and forwards.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
Put and then this one at the back
Yeah?
makes it
Oh
sit
my
back.
gosh, I would never have guessed. I would never have guessed them two.
Isn't it weird? Because that doesn't actually recline. The whole seat reclines.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So you just have to play with them until you're comfy.
Yeah,
But
can
you
you
have to be comfy like that.
can you please not break my chair? Please.
Yeah. So I'll put that back, and then I'm going to fix that.
As if, though, guys, he thought by undoing this little thing would recline a chair. Are you that silly? Oh my goodness.
I'll fix that, and then I'll crack on with something else.
Right, well, you might want this back then.
Yeah. Never mind, never mind. It looks like it were already broken, actually.
It was not, I can assure you.
Yeah, but it looks like that's just a bit.
Honey!
There's more missing than that. Oh, there's another bit there, look.
Oh my.
Super glue, honestly, it'll solve that, don't worry.
Honey, please, I'm going to go now.
Okay.
I really don't want to come back to a table full of puzzle pieces belonging to God knows what. What are you doing?
I'm going to glue that on there,
Yeah,
and I'm going to glue that on there,
yeah,
and then I'm going to put it back on there, and it's going to be like new.
yeah.
Got my Gorilla Glue.
Can you,
Other brands are rubbish.
can you fix my troll?
Your troll, I can do your troll tail as well.
Yeah, please. Oh, bless you.
I've lost the tail.
You've lost the tail.
The tail's not here.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
Okay.
Where's the tail gone?
I have no idea.
We've lost a tail. If anyone finds a tail for a troll, can you let me know, please? Because I need
Yeah.
to super glue it urgently. I do hope whoever invented Gorilla Glue has been knighted by the Queen, because they deserve to be. This stuff is amazing. It fixes things when you've broken things. So even though it looks like you've broken things, you haven't broken things, you know what I mean? You can reverse broken. That's how good it is. Look at that. Look, completely fixed. Just give it a couple of seconds and that's as good as new. You won't even notice there were anything wrong with it. Beautiful. So there you have it. One tail repaired on the troll and one thingamabobajiggy, latchy thingy, screwy thing repaired with super glue by Gorilla. Gorilla super glue. It's the future. Let's move on. So I took out the big long thing with the screw on the end. It had grease all over it. Got it all over my hands. Anyway, I've taken the cover off, and that cover off, and that off, which did absolutely no good whatsoever. But you can see how cheap these armrests really are. It's just a piece of plywood on top, look. But yeah, I've managed to screw it in. I've got it to bite, and now that is solid. That's how I want it. Get the covers back on and we can move on with another job. So the last thing I want to look at today, I don't think I'm going to have any luck with whatsoever, but it is the cigarette lighter. That doesn't work. It stopped working since I used the tyre pressure gauze the other day. And I need that working because I'd normally plug my phone into there so it's charging whilst I'm using Google Maps while we're travelling, because it just eats all your battery, does Google Maps. And I would have my laptop on charge in there whilst we're travelling. So I need both. So I'm going to look for the fuse. I always thought the fuse was actually in it at the bottom, because I've bought one of these before and I could have sworn there was a fuse in the bottom of it. Anyway, I'm told differently. I'm told it's nothing to do with there. It is on the other side of the steering wheel. So let's go have a look. The fuses are in here. So I don't think I'm going to have any luck with this. I don't know what that's all about. Refer to a handbook of some kind. I might have to. But this is getting me. Before performing rotation, pull the handbrake and move the seat forward. So obviously that's just a screwdriver I'm going to put in there in a minute to take that off. But why would you need to put the seat forward? That doesn't make any sense. Let's put the seat forward. What difference is that going to make whatsoever to me getting into there, apart from it's going to get in my way? So I don't understand that. Let's move that back. Let's get a screwdriver, take this off and see if we can work out what's going on. So I've removed the front. without doing anything wrong, I might just add. Everything's gone perfectly so far. But that's scary. You don't really want... They shouldn't really let someone like me have access to something like that. There's all the fuses. Now, my concern is... surely both of them cigarette lighter type things would use the same fuse. I'm hoping they've got separate fuses. I'm going to have to get the handbook out, I think, and see if I can find out which one it is. Fuses. If a fuse blows, 195 and 198. So here's the two. I'm guessing that is that is the cigarette lighter, because that goes in there. I don't know what you'd actually call that one, just your 12 volt outlet, I suppose, I don't know. But that's definitely cigarette one. Now in the book it says cigar lighter. Sure, that's exactly the same as a cigarette lighter. Cigar lighter plus battery, F15 fuse, 10 amps. So this is interesting. Cigar lighter, as I said, it says F15 10 amps. Now F15, this is the cover we've just removed. It isn't in there, F15. F15 is up here, and to get to that, it's under the bonnet. I have to remove a lid on this in the bonnet to get to that, so we're going to have to look in the bonnet. So this is the first thing which annoys me. There's your picture of the engine. It looks nothing like that. There's the box. That's correct. But it's showing on the picture it is next to the water reservoir, the brake fluid thing. And it isn't, it's the other side of the engine. Anyway, I found the box. I need to get into there now. It does actually say fuses on it. So whenever I get something like this out, everything normally goes wrong. 8mm socket. I had to undo one there and one there, and it's definitely going to come off now. I just can't seem to get it off. Give me a minute. Right, we're in. So here's the figure, and it does match up perfectly with the fuse box. So F15 we're after, the fourth one on at the top. It's the red one, what says 10 on it. Let's get that out and see if it's blown. So I'm not sure how to see if they've blown or not, I'll be honest. I think it's a bit like excuse the fingers, I've been a mechanic for the day, that's why. My guess would be that has blown. You see, it's black in the middle. I don't really know what I'm looking for, I'll be honest with you, but that little black bit tells me it might have blown. I'm going to just have a word with Mazzy's dad. I know I used to know about fuses. I'm hoping he still remembers about them. He'll be able to tell me if that's blown or not. So the great news is, I know it doesn't sound like great news, but that has blown. So I now know the problem. I now know how to fix the cigarette lighter. All I need to do is find a new one of them. I'm struggling. So I'm going to read the handbook, and hopefully, you know, sometimes they have spares, don't they, on certain bits. So I'll have a good look through the handbook, and fingers crossed I can get a spare. If I can, honestly, I might end this video by fixing something I'm really quite excited about today. One thing I am going to do quickly is just plug my phone charger into the other one. Plug that into my phone and see if my phone still charges, just to see if they're on the same, if it says they're on the same fuse. Turn the engine on. Yep. Okay, so my phone is still charging, so it must be a separate fuse for that and that. Brilliant. Honestly, I am borderline mechanic. So I'm just looking round for any spares and I can't find any. 10 amp, I'm thinking they might be spares, but there's only a 20 and 30 amp there. And round in this other fuse box, these are These look like, I don't know, I thought they were spares, but maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. But anyway, they're all bigger than this. It's like a micro version. And inside the other fuse box, I'm guessing none of them are spares either. You've got a 10 amp there, which would do the job. I'll look in the book, see what that actually does, but it's not looking good. It looks like I might have to go to the garage and get one of these. Tired now. Right, I tried my best. I did very well actually. I have identified the problem. I've got it out. I know exactly how to fix it, I think. We just need a garage to get one of these from. So, very, very pleased with today's fixing things. What I will say though is when we got this motorhome, we went into Halfords to buy a toolbox. And we got the toolbox, and whilst we were there, I remember saying to Mazzy, she'll deny this, she won't remember. I remember saying to Mazzy, there was a little pack of fuses. And I said to Mazzy, I think we should get a pack of them. You never know when we're going to need them. Oh, we don't need them. We'll get them when we need them. If we'd have bought them, we'd have had this fixed now. Just saying. I wouldn't say it if she were here, but she's not in the van at the moment, so I can say what I want, really. I would like to now give you all an update on what is happening with the travel trolls and where we're going next, because we've decided, I think, sort of. Firstly, we're still stuck here. We're waiting for an appointment for Mazzy. As soon as that appointment's out of the way, we can go. Now, we don't know if that's going to be in a week or a month. We don't know, so it's quite annoying. Stuck here. So, what we're thinking of doing, we might go down south for a few weeks until that appointment, once we know when the appointment is. Not sure yet. I don't know if we can afford to do that at the moment. But what I am planning on, this is what I've been working on and I've been really excited about. We're going to do the NC 500. I've sort of done it with me Julie and me Martin on my other channel in a car, and we camped in tents as we went around. It was fantastic. It is full of history, legends, stories, beautiful scenery, places we can wild campers van, no problem. And it's the perfect time of year because the mosquitoes will have died down now. If you don't know what the NC 500 is, it's like a circular route, sort of, up on right at the tip of Scotland, up at the north of Scotland. It's called NC 500, which means North Coast 500 miles. It's supposedly 500 miles. So, very, very excited about that. I've been starting to plan that yesterday. And, yeah, I don't know if we'll be there. It might be 2 weeks, it could even be 5-6 weeks before we set off, but I'm going to make sure that happens. And I'd also like to quickly thank all those new patrons. It's really, really made a massive difference. I think Patreon was giving us £40 a month before. It's going to be, it hasn't come yet, but it's going to be £160 a month. So that extra £120 a month is going to make a massive, massive difference to us, and we appreciate every one of you. That will fill the tank of the van up, £120. It'll pay all my direct debits, including the van insurance. It just makes a massive difference. You don't realise how much that's going to help us. So thank you all very, very much. And before I forget, the two Patreons who've joined us since last time are Bridget. Can't remember your last name, Bridget, I'm sorry. And XL. Thank you guys very, very much. Right, I'm going to leave the video there for today. The reason you're getting me a lot in videos at the moment is because Mazzy's inside filling forms in. She's got complicated forms to fill in, and she's doing that with her sister. So while she's in there, I'm making videos, you see, because I want to get a video up every day. I hope these videos aren't boring you, by the way. I know we're not travelling, but I'm trying to put up videos which will still interest you. So thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciated. And thank you all for clicking like on the last video. And I'll tell you what a difference that makes, because I've worked it out this morning. We had, I would say, 500 more views than we would normally have on a video, okay? Now, that is because when you click like, YouTube share it a little bit more with YouTube. So 500 more views have come because you guys have clicked like. So, and I've worked that out. That 500 views equates to about £1. It's made us £1. So please keep clicking the like button. I'm not going to remind you in every video, but please try to remember to always click the like button, not just on my channel, on any YouTuber's channel. If you're watching the videos, just support them by at least clicking the like button, and if you've got time, to leave a comment. Right, thank you all very much. I will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a lovely, lovely day.
Thanks for watching. Please comment and hit the like button. That helps our channel grow.
If you like what you see, click here to subscribe. Check out this other great video.
And if you really want to show your support, join the club, become a Patreon for extra videos and perks.
The more support we get, the more content we can give. We'll see you tomorrow
On Travel Trolls TV.